Recursion is a wonderful programming tool and it is a powerful technique of writing a complicated algorithm in an easy way. It provides a simple yet powerful way of approaching a variety of problems. Recursion enables some neat tricks for the programmer and can lead to a very short and concise code for some complicated tasks. In this chapter, we are going to discuss about recursion and we will revisit some of the programs that we have seen in the previous chapters and redo them using recursion. So let's get started. When a function calls itself again and again until a specified stopping condition is reached, then it is called recursion. According to this technique, a problem is defined in terms of itself. A complex problem is solved by dividing that into smaller problems which are of similar in nature to the original problem. The solution for these smaller problems are considered and applied to get the final solution of our original problem. The main idea of recursion is that a function can call itself. Let's take some examples to understand what recursion is. Have you ever seen a set of Russian dolls? A set of Russian dolls is a sequence of similar dolls inside each other that can be opened. Each time you open a doll, a smaller version of the doll will be inside. This continues until you reach the innermost doll which cannot be opened up. For example, here is a set of Russian dolls. At first, you will just see one single doll, which is usually a wooden painted doll, something like this. You can remove the top half and bottom half to open this doll. So when you do so, when you remove this top and bottom half of this doll, what you see inside is another similar doll but slightly smaller, like this. So this doll will be inside this doll, right? A smaller doll will be inside this bigger one. When you open up this doll from the top half and the bottom half, what you see will be yet another a slightly smaller doll which is of similar kind. So this smaller doll will be inside this bigger one. And when you open up this doll from the top half and the bottom half, what you see is a slightly smaller version of the same doll. You continue to opening up this doll, you will find this one. When you open this one, you will find this one, and when you open up this one, you will find this, and so on until you reach the tiniest doll which cannot be opened up further. That means you have reached that doll in which another smaller doll cannot be contained. So you open up the dolls like this. Each doll is wrapped around with another bigger doll. When you open the bigger doll, you will see a slightly smaller version of the same doll. You continue to do this until you find a tiniest doll in which an even smaller doll cannot be contained. So what do Russian dolls have to do with recursions? Just as one Russian doll has smaller doll within it in which we can find an even smaller doll within it, in which we can find an even smaller doll within it until we find a tiniest doll which cannot contain an even smaller doll, right? So this is the same technique that we use in recursion. In recursion, we take a bigger problem and try to solve that problem by solving a smaller instance of the same problem, and we solve the smaller problem by taking an even smaller instance of the same problem, and this goes on continues till the problem is solved directly, right? So Russian dolls is a wonderful analogy for recursion. Now let's learn about the in and outs of recursion. Let's do that by solving some problems.